it on.
And we're back again. You're listening to Art Business Mentor, the radio show on Talk Radio 1080 WKJK. I'm Gary Crook, and I'm working as best as I can on my cheesy radio announcer voice. Sorry. Anyway, today we're discussing observations of an arts and craft fair, and I just got, before this commercial break, I was just discussing my own arts and craft fair days, and one in particular was back in Santa Barbara, where I came up with a lot of this stuff at the time, you know, and then in visiting a arts and craft fair here in Louisville, Kentucky, very recently, I noticed, of course, that, the more things change, the more they stay the same, and noticed a lot of stuff that artists were doing, and since they're kind of my radio audience here, I figured I would try to address some of the problems that I had in the past and what I'm seeing happen currently, and how we try to resolve these as artists helping other artists. Yes, sir. That's what we're doing. Okay, so again, we are talking observation of an arts and craft fair. We talked very quickly about number one, know your audience. Number two, create disposable products that will enable you to resell at the next show. Number three, change your product line. People are constantly looking for fresh, new looks, and especially in the United States of America. Number four, stop entertaining and start selling. Don't sit there and make your beads and do your paintings on site. Get your butt out front of your artwork and sell the stuff, okay? This is a time for cash flow, which leads into what we talked about before this break, is that you're not going to be discovered at these shows, okay? So stop trying to hit a home run every damn time you go up to the base and go for the singles. It's kind of the tortoise and the hare theory. You want sweet constancy. You want cash flow. So it's important that you create product lines designed for your audience who are attending it, and you sell a lot of it. Okay. So finally, let's go back to the last part. Try to connect with people by having an opinion. All right? Now, this I can say I did not do at Santa Barbara, and this was probably a huge problem with me, is because I was not taking pictures of seagulls and the beach and stuff like that the tourists were wanting to buy, so I wasn't connecting with people. I was going in there and being an artsy-fartsy boy, and it wasn't working, okay? I wasn't selling anything. So stop trying to cater to the local market's taste and just be yourself, okay? This is kind of a gray area, and what I'll do is I'll actually utilize my observations in the Louisville, Kentucky market. The particular arts and craft fair that I just attended was in it was called a garden arts and craft show, and it was in a very historic area where a majority, at least to over 50% of the population that attended the show actually lived within 1 mile of where they lived. And there was so much. I sat there and actually talked with a painter who did these. The painter was from Great Britain, and she did these beautiful old English painting houses. And then right next to it was some horse racing pictures. And they looked so out of place, and they looked so wrong. And it was like, that would have been fine if you were doing some mega market that, like during Derby days, okay? And you had a lot of tourists coming in during Derby days. But this was a local arts and craft market, and they were catering to the wrong audience. A majority of these people were local. They live in Louisville, Kentucky. They probably lived here their entire lives. They're not interested in horses. They get enough of horses during Derby. And so trying to bring these paintings out in a arts and craft fair that is populated primarily by local people is your wrong audience, okay? That's when you actually want to be original. That's the time to be original. Now, like I said, if you were doing something at the Derby during the Kentucky Derby, then you bet your bottom dollar you bring those little horse pictures out, because you're going to have a ton of tourists that are interested in horse racing paraphernalia, okay? So try to connect with people and have an opinion. In other words, there's times to connect with people, there's times to sell to the tourists, and then there's times to be original. And that's going to take your observations of what kind of show you are involved in, okay? And finally, the last one, enjoy yourself. Damn it. Sorry, but I walk around there, I see so many damn scowls on these artists' faces. I just feel like going in there, and I don't know, just trying to get them moving, get them up, get the blood flowing, something. They're all sitting behind all their damn artworks. They're in the very back of their little booth, and they got the most horrendous scowls on their face that you could possibly imagine. This is not a welcoming environment, guys. Get yourself out of your damn chair. Better yet, don't even pack a chair. Get out of the chair, stand in front of your booth, and welcome people into your environment, okay? Welcome them. Smile, okay? Number 2, stop gossiping with the other vendors. Oh, my God, I hear this. These are death blows, man. These vendors get together, the same ones that are sitting in the back of their booth with their scowls on their face, and they're pissing and moaning about how nobody's buying anything, how the administration that set up the show didn't advertise it correctly. In other words, they're pissing and moaning about the fact that somebody else didn't make them the proverbial quote-unquote $1 million. This is insane, man. Stop gossiping with your other vendors, because these guys will poison your mind, and they'll sure as hell poison your attitude. Okay, so stop it. Okay. Number 3, again, I mentioned this in the first one, get out in front of your artwork. Stop sitting in the back of your artwork with the scowl on your face and not talking to people and then getting mad because they're not buying your horse pictures when you're in a local garden arts and crafts show, okay? Get out in front, get a smile on your face, and have fun. And finally, and this goes into the last part, have a genuine interest in people. Enjoy people, guys. Come on. You're out there trying to pry money out of their wallets, and they don't give them up that easily. And your art alone, which we've beaten to death in this radio show, is not going to do that. So have a genuine interest in people. Get to know people. Look them over. This is a sales technique. Somebody walks up to you, or you're standing in your booth, obviously. You're not sitting in the back with a scowl. You're not making beads. You're not doing anything that would distract you. You're there to sell, okay? So this is your sales thing. Somebody comes up, look them over, okay? Look for anything unique on them, because I guarantee you, you're an artist and you can see this stuff. So look for something that stands out. Is it their haircut? Is it their shoes? Do they have interesting jewelry on? Do they have an interesting bag? In other words, just look for something unique and then ask them about it. I mean, don't start selling them. Just ask them. Say, hey, I really like that necklace you have on, or where did you get those sandals? Those are really cool. Because people love to talk about themselves. And if you can get people talking about themselves, then rest assured they're going to be interested in what you're doing, because they're going to look behind you, and then you can start describing your paintings and what you were trying to do over here and this sculpture over here, and look how this drawer comes out, and it's like, ooh, that's pretty cool. And on and on and on. Then you start selling. But just have a genuine interest in people, because people know people. All right. That was a big show. Okay, guys, again, I want to tell you, number 1, that I am. First off, please just take these critiques with a 50-pound bag of salt, because you guys, it takes a lot of guts to get out there and do this stuff. You're listening to Our Business Mentor, the radio show on Talk Radio 1080 WKJK. We'll see you next Wednesday. Looking for a children's fundraiser outside of chocolate bars and cookie dough? Then try The Giggles Program's selection of shea butter, bath, and body products. Their programs are designed to help raise money within your community with no out-of-pocket expenses to you. They are dedicated to making your fundraiser a smashing success. So check out thegigglesprogram.com or call 231-1079. That's 231-1079. Hey, small business, are you looking for a unique new advertising opportunity this year? Well, maybe you should try Our Business Mentor, the radio show. We're currently seeking to partner with local businesses that are supporting the arts industry. So go to ourbusinessmentor.com and click that little link on the left called Become a Partner. There you'll see all the benefits you get for your advertising dollar. We also have excellent opportunities for new clients, so check it out. ourbusinessmentor.com, become a partner.